Hey guys, Melissa here, and I am reviewing something very different, something that I don't normally review, but it was sent over to me by influencer, and I want to give you a thorough description of my experience with it. So, Chinet, your go-to cup for life on the move. So, Comfort-Cup insulated cups and lids, double layer insulation, easy fit lid, extra sturdy cup, 18, right? So I was sent this unexpectedly. Normally I get a heads up that I'm getting sent a product so that I can review it. This one, oh, you can see my Dyson back there. That's right, holla at Dyson, shout out. Anyway, I didn't get a heads up. So I saw this big box on my doorstep. You know, we always get excited about those because it means Amazon presents to ourselves or someone sent us a goodie, you know. So I always get excited and I'm like, ooh, what's this big box? And I thought it was a Vox box with beauty products like you normally get. Well, when I brought it inside, the box said, you know, Dixie on top or Chinet on top. Ah, yeah, not Dixie. I think that's the competitor. Chinet on top. And it was really cute. And then I opened it and I saw this. And I was like, hey, that's kind of cool. I freaked out lightweight for a second because I have in my Amazon cart right now a bunch of eco-friendly to-go cups. So I really am a consumer of these things. And the reason why I buy, you know, the Dixie cups or even the off-brand, non-brand ones over at Smart & Final, and I'll buy them in bulk. And that's why I was looking into eco-friendly ones that are more affordable than getting them at the store because, you know, I don't want to mess up the environment or anything because I use disposable coffee cups. The reason I use them is because I know some people are really good at taking care of their tumblers and washing them. And yeah, so when I use tumblers for my coffee, when I make my coffee to go in the morning or, you know, before I'm off to appointments or do my thing, yeah, sometimes they get trapped in my car and they just accumulate and then it smells like cream or something nasty and, you know, it becomes a science experiment. I'm not the best at cleaning out my car. I do my best, but sometimes things are in there longer than they should be. And when you have tumblers and drinks in there, you know, that's why I get the disposable. You know, it's easier. Plus, my son drinks coffee now. He's in high school. And when he has his coffee, I'll make his coffee in the morning and I'll give it to him. And, you know, hey, also, it keeps me from going to Starbucks all the time. As much as I love Starbucks, no hate on there, that adds up, right? If I can save a few $100s, literally, from going to Starbucks for myself and my kids a month and just have these to-go cups. I have a really nice coffee machine at home. So, and I bought that, you know, so I can make really good coffee quickly before I leave and take it with me. So I do actually use disposable coffee cups. And I have tried a few different kinds. So I guess I'm a good person to review this cup. Okay, I never thought I'd be a disposable coffee cup reviewer. Here I am in the flesh. So here I go. I actually made myself a nice coffee. And first impression on it, I like how it's sleek and the little design is cute. And you'd think it's going to be slippery, but it's almost like a grippy kind of, my hands aren't clammy right now or anything, but it's kind of a grippy feeling on the packaging that helps your hand kind of hold it, right? Whatever kind of, I don't know, paint or print or paper that they use, it definitely has some kind of grip to it, okay? Down here is the regular paper and you can tell I glide so easily like this. And see, this has and it's the same pressure. It's got a little more friction to it. So I think that's smart because I don't know about you guys, but I have definitely dropped my coffee before, especially a couple cups in. I'm like, okay, my attention's elsewhere. I'm excited. I could totally drop my coffee if it's just like this soft, paper because it's very smooth and not grippy. This has a grip, so that's kind of cool. Like, it kind of reminds me of those phone those phone covers that have the little stickiness on the back, and you can just stick it against things if you want to take a video, or if you're at the gym or whatever. Kind of reminds me of that. So it almost sticks to your hand. It has grip to it. And competitors that I've had, they have the foam sometimes, the foam grip, which is very sleek. And you have to get the sissy sleeves. You know what a sissy sleeve is, right? Those little cardboard things, the little gloves, the little sleeves, so that you don't burn your hand. And that's what actually has the grip. The cup itself normally doesn't have a grip to it unless you have the sleeve. But I mean, it's more assembly, right? You have to put the sleeve, you have to do this, you have to do that. And if it's a cold drink, do you really need the sleeve? And then you got a slippery cup. So, I mean, I can see with the double wall why they have a little more grip on the outside design. Makes sense to me. It's almost like and because it's double walled, you see the difference between the grip side and the interior wall. So basically it has the insulation already built in. You don't have to put a sleeve on it, which is pretty cool. Less things to assemble when you're trying to go. If you lose your sleeves and you have a hot coffee, which I've had happen before, what do? Double up on the cup, right? I don't even know if they have as many sleeves as they have cups. Maybe they do, I'm not sure. But that would be just like, hot dogs. When you get hot dogs, it comes in a pack of 8, but there's only 6 in a bun. A bun package, so you have to get 2 packages of buns. I think it's kind of like that with the sleeves. So if you run out of sleeves faster, you double up on the cups and you end up buying more. So you think about it, it kind of makes sense, right? To just have it all in one double wall, have the sleeve built in, so you really don't have a need to double up your cups and less waste. I see it all the time where people have 2 cups because they don't have sleeves, and then they're going through their product faster. So, side note. Also, it says Comfort Top, which anybody who's bought these kinds of cups before, they know. Sometimes the top is really annoying and maybe it goes a little bit like this, maybe it goes a little bit like this, you're not really sure, and then you're twisting it and then finally it pops up. Or sometimes you do a little rim job and try to press down the rim because you're not sure if it's all the way on there. Or maybe it's morning, you're half asleep, you're not really paying attention, and then all of a sudden you're making your coffee, you're like slapping the top on, you're ready to run out the door, you grab your coffee and the top pops off, and then you got a mess, right? Only me? Well, I've done it, okay? Because like I said, I do these things. I've definitely had that experience where the top just pops off because it's not on properly. That's a nightmare. You don't want it to happen. I do notice this guy goes on pretty secure. See, I'm pushing up. It's on there pretty secure and it goes on pretty easy. I just popped it right on, right? So it seems to go on just like that. I didn't really have to fuss with it, so that's good. Also, the mouth spout doesn't have like that weird, sometimes they'll have a cap there, and I'm a lipstick wearer, so if it has the little flip top thing, it messes with my lipstick, okay? I'm a little vain for that, so yeah, I'm glad it doesn't. So this, it's a little higher, it seems like, so I think it won't mess with your lipstick as much. You could wrap your mouth around there and then you have open space. Instead of it being totally flat, where when you take a sip, your lip goes right on this spot here. Then you see lipstick here, and not on here, right? So the design makes sense to me. Double wall insulated. Does it keep it warm longer? Well, I just put some coffee before I started the video. And let's see, can you see anything? Let's do this. See a little steam? There's still, running out of battery. There's still some steam coming out. But you know what? It seems to be cooling at a regular rate. I don't believe it's insulating that much more as far as keeping it, and maybe it's because it still has the open top. It doesn't have the flip top. Also, even though it's double walled, I still feel a good amount of heat. Now, when I put in water, it wasn't totally boiling, it was warm. But for the water temperature that I put in and the amount of heat that I'm feeling on this side, I think it's still hot, guys. So, I don't know if the double wall insulation is as wonderful as it says. I get that it's in the design, but it doesn't appear to be insulating like it's advertising to be superior in that way. So it'll probably keep your coffee warm, warmer than not having a cap, warmer than maybe, you know, something you get at 7-Eleven, but it doesn't feel like it's going to keep it warmer than significantly warmer or as warm as a tumbler would, which is fine because we do this for convenience, right? I have not measured exactly how long it's going to take to, you know, but I did ask my son to. I sent him off with one of these to school, and he said he didn't notice any difference as far as how long it stayed warm. And maybe he drank it too fast, I don't know. But just from my observation right now with my coffee, it does not appear to be keeping it any warmer than any other cup would. Now, what do I like about it? I like the grip. The grip is cool. I like the size. I like the design and the style, and I like the cap. The cap, to me, actually is a lot easier to pop on than other ones that I've tried. I feel like I trust this cup more as I'm running around and using it, and not to fly out of my hand, not to have the cap pop off on me and get coffee all over me. Am I thinking that it's going to keep my coffee warmer when I'm going through my day? I don't really think so. I would definitely, you know, look more, or maybe do like a personal test if I was really concerned about it. But I tend to drink my coffee. I don't nurse it that long, so I don't need it to stay warm during the day. But I've had double wall tumblers that literally keep my coffee. I can leave at 9 a.m. and come back come back at like 3 and it's still warm. Okay. So, I mean, I know some of those insulated cups, like they really do the job. They keep that energy in there. But this one, I mean, I don't know if the insulation is as great as they say it is. It says it's extra sturdy. Totally agree. It says it's an easy fit lid. Totally agree. The double layer insulation. Yeah, it's insulated. Is it really doing that much? Not really sure. But love that I don't mess up my makeup as much with it because of the design, mouthpiece being a little higher. And, you know, I didn't even check what the price is. So with the double wall insulation, if it's more than the competitive ones, competitive brands, then, you know, for safety and for aesthetics, then yeah, I think it's worth it. It seems like it has some kind of plastic, but I don't see what the what the materials they're made up are, but you can look. It is for hot and cold. They're not intended for microwave, and they're designed for single use, so don't try to be cheap and reuse them. It seems like there's some kind of plastic, so I can't say that they're eco-friendly if you use them regularly. But, you know, if you have any more questions about what it's made out of, I'm trying to go more eco-friendly because, like I said, I go through 2 or 3 of these disposable cups a day, so I just want to reduce my carbon footprint without having to use my tumblers because I just don't clean them enough, especially with my kids' sippy cups and things like that. They just pile up. So I don't think that these are really designed or marketed to be more eco-friendly. That's the direction I'm going to try to go. But as far as cute and a little more secure, that they're not going to explode on you or just fall apart, or, you know, this one doesn't seem like it's one that you'll sit in your car, forget about, and then the bottom starts deteriorating. I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but I have, where the bottom starts to fall apart and then there's liquid coming out of the bottom. No, they seem well made. They do seem sturdy. And so if that's what you're looking for, then they're definitely sturdier than other ones that I've tried, definitely more substantial, and they have that nice grip. You don't have to put the sissy sleeve. It still gets warm, but not burning hot where you have to double up or anything like that. So there's my first review on a disposable cup. I'm so proud of myself. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to my channel.